Hi, so if you clicked on this video, I'm sure you know what it's about. I'm going to be talking about why I dropped out of grad school. Yes, grad, not undergrad. There are some differences and kind of similarities to that, which I will touch on. Also, by the way, this is my cat. This is Dwight. He wears a little nervous jacket because he's a little nervous human animal like me. So basically, I have been going through kind of a weird time in my life, and I figured what better way to deal with that than to post it on YouTube. One person might see this, no one might see this, 1,000 people might see this, 1,000,000,000 people might see this. No matter how many people see this, if it helps one person, and even if just that one person is me, then I'm all about it. So basically, I am 22 years old. I graduated from undergrad in May of 2018, and I was set off to move out of the state and to my grad school the first week of August. So I'm originally from Florida, and I moved a little bit farther north, a few states up. I'm not going to say what, but basically I was really struggling basically all of 2018. And I just kind of assumed that this was because I was dealing with, graduating and everything changing and leaving everybody. And so I kind of wrote it off as like just being like nervous about like big changes and not that there was something actually wrong. And so when summer came, I got a lot worse, and everyone pretty much told me, well, when you move to this town, and you start school, you're going to be a lot happier and you're going to just be in a lot better state. Part of my grad school is that you also have to have an assistantship with the university, and so I'd be working 20 hours a week plus school plus other things, and everyone was just like, you're going to be so busy that you're not going to be upset. So I took that advice to heart. Even though deep down I was like, this is not what I should be doing, this is not what I should be doing, I ignored myself, as I pretty much did all throughout undergrad. But anyway, so I moved here, and like automatically I was like, I can't do this. This is not the place for me. I am miserable, and I was already crying every day. Granted, that is very normal just for moving purposes, just kind of like it made sense that I would be upset. So my best friend came to visit me the week later for like one night, and I was like, it's been a week and I have not found one thing that I enjoy about here. I'm trying to be positive, but I just can't. Anyway, so both of my friends, I had a couple friends come visit, and I was just kind of like a wreck. But my one best friend was like, just wait till school starts and your assistantship starts and everything will be fine. So flash forward to when my assistantship starts, like a few days later. It was great, but like it wasn't like, wow, I'm so excited to be here, this all makes sense kind of thing. Then they were like, okay, we'll just wait till school starts. So I wait till school starts. And again, nothing really changes. And then they're like, well, just give it a month. And I give it a month, and I am still a wreck. And we had a hurricane here, and I went back to Florida, where I'm from, and it kind of gave me a little bit of time to kind of evaluate like what I wanted to do separate from where I was. And what I realized was that I'm not happy, and I shouldn't be waking up every day in tears, miserable about getting up and going to work or going to class. And I realized that it wasn't just the school or one thing in particular. It was like, oh, hi, buddy. It was like the fact that I was unhappy, and there were some serious issues mental health wise going on. And if you decide to subscribe to this channel, which, that would be awesome if you did, but honestly, I'm not expecting any subscribers. I'm gonna talk about mental health on here and self-care. How I kind of think of it is like my self-care for like laziness, like self-care for lazy people. So I'll kind of touch on that a little bit, but I think it's just because I've gotten to a point where I stopped taking care of myself, and I hadn't in a really long time, and I would just brush over issues. And then here I'm at 22, and nothing has been solved. And so I kind of have a full breakdown. And I think that if I had just taken care of my issues a long time ago, then I wouldn't be in this place. So at this point, I'm dropping out. I'm out $10,000 that I took out in student loans myself. I am moving back to Florida. I don't know what I'm going to do for a job. I don't know where I'm going to live, what city. I don't know a lot of things. I'm not moving back home. But it's kind of scary because it's like I'm doing this thing and I felt so relieved and I'm getting the help that I need to, like professional help. But I think it's just scary because I don't really know what's next. And so I think this YouTube is just kind of, my YouTube channel is going to become kind of that place where I share my frustrations and share the things I'm going through when I have this sort of like life crisis, so to speak. I keep joking that I'm at rock bottom, but I don't really know if this is rock bottom yet, and if it's not, you'll be the first to witness it, and if it isn't, I can only go up from here. And so I'm really excited to see kind of where the next few months takes me, and I think that one way that I can heal through all of this is to share it with the world. And so even if nobody watches it, like I said, it'll just be a good kind of way to get out the things that are in my head out. And so, you know, if you decide to subscribe, you'll get, you know, Target runs and rants about life and confusion and how do I do this kind of videos, like, you know, just general life advice and kind of watching me through the next few steps. A lot of hysterics, a lot of self-deprecation, but I hope you're here for it. You know, I'm just kind of excited to see where this all takes me. I don't know where it's going to take me. I really don't know where I'm going to go, but, you know, that's kind of the point of life. And I think the biggest thing that if anyone can take away from this is don't wait if you know something deep down. You know, I ignored myself and my own advice because of what other people were saying. And even now, the few people that I've told, they're like, are you sure that this is, you know, what you want to do? It's only been that long, but like deep down, you know. And I know without a doubt that I need to be somewhere else and I need to take care of myself. And I can't do that while I'm still in school. And it's embarrassing and it's scary. And like, how am I going to explain this to other people? But what I'm starting to realize is that it doesn't matter what other people think. And if someone really is going to judge you for trying to do what's best for you, then that's their problem and not yours. And I wish that I could just take that advice. And so, you know, I'm trying. But you should take that advice. But it's not embarrassing. If you're, you know, if this is you in undergrad, you know, it's a little bit easier for me because I do have a degree under my belt. So at the end of the day, I can look for jobs and I do have a bachelor's degree in PR. And so I can get a job, you know, in a communications field, but I might want to teach too. But the point is, if you're doing this through undergrad, you know, I understand that it's a lot harder because you don't have a college degree to fall back on. You have a high school diploma, which, you know, is great. But, you know, nowadays in this job market, you kind of need a college degree, and that's scary. And undergrad is a lot longer of a commitment. It's 4 years. But I would encourage you that if you think that's the right decision for you, like, do not wait. Do not keep going in deeper, spending more time when you could be finding what is best for you. And that's kind of what my decision making was with this. Like, this was a 2-year program, but I didn't want to spend another year of my life being miserable when I could just stop now and spend that time figuring out what I did want to do. And also, I will say that grad school is nothing like undergrad. It is not an extension of undergrad, and it's just a lot different ballgame. And I think I thought it would be similar to college, and it wasn't. So that's something else. But with undergrad, I loved undergrad. I love school, and I think that's why I thought that grad school would be great for me too, but I think I'm schooled out at this point. If you're going through something like this, like, I want to say that I totally understand what you're going through, and I'm so sorry because it's really scary to make this kind of big life-altering decision once you've committed to it, and people will ask questions, and I know people are going to ask me questions, but at the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you, and there's no shame in that. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos about my crazy, fun, confusing life as a 22-year-old grad school dropout who really doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, bye. And bye from Dwight, even though he doesn't look happy.